Uh-oh.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
That's how she talks.
Just wait.
Okay.
Just wait. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, and some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Can we do that?
I mean, you can. It's not a good option.
Well, I mean, if we die, will we just come back here? Like, we'll
Yeah,
just
we
come back
should be
here?
able to.
Okay. Because I kind of want to.
Do it. Oh, I gotta switch with.
Did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
I gotta do all the poses too to actually get the voices.
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play. This is the mastermind?
Oh, so it was a meaningless decision. But at least I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's the real Junko Enoshima. Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory, or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easily, you know.
Your face!
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined. I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you. No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. It was definitely before I got to this school.
I'm assuming.
Before, because you've seen her face online.
Yeah, because it can't be any of these
No.
effects.
I got it! That's right, it was before I ever came to the school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. Oh god, that's so sorry. And you were on it.
Yeah, basically all I have is Hiro and Byakuya,
yeah.
and Hiro will just say a stupid line every now and again, and Byakuya will just be like, yeah, anyway, Makoto, tell him. So it's gonna be you from
Yep, here we go. I'm ready for it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh? So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
Here they go.
I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality.
Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped.
I also like how the hairpins are and the tie are different, but they sort of just.
Photoshopped?
Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with like computers and junk.
Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along, wouldn't you agree? So the cool thing about Junko, fun fact about Junko, obviously you can tell right now she has multiple personalities she's switching in between. Because she started with the queen one, and now she's in this one. There's 4 more. That's great. So they actually had 2 voice actresses play her. The same as with Toko and Jill. So they're the 2 same actresses. So Erin Fitzgerald, I believe, plays Jill, and 3 of these, and then Amanda Saline Miller plays Toko, and then the 3 other ones.
Gotcha.
So it's really cool, because you can almost not tell the difference.
What do you mean not tell the difference?
Like, they seem, like, even though she's using a bunch of different voices, they seem like
they
they're
seem
all
like
one voice actress.
Yeah, got you.
Okay.
I want to hear her actual voice a little more, because I
Do
haven't
it.
actually heard it.
Do it.
And that explains what. Oh yeah, shit. And that explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me, and Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best, but there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista.
Gotcha.
2 people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin
That's
relationship.
what I figured. That was one of my theories, is that they, once it got sort of revealed that they were gonna switch, I was like, oh, this is a twin thing.
I said the Parent Trap at one point.
Yeah.
The
It
older
was before that, but
Yeah.
The older sister, tough and proud, that was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute, that was... Me, Junko fucking Enoshima!
I'm gonna kill myself.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Oh god, I'm gonna spit everywhere.
Despair!
Despair!
Whoa, she's a totally different person now.
Fuck, I'm getting spit everywhere.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored of myself!
But if you're twins, why do you have different last names?
Ugh, that again? You have no idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears, answering the same questions over and over. Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
Can you see why people keep saying in the comments, I can't wait to get to the 6th trial. I can't wait for Hedgehog to get to the 6th trial.
Yeah.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister? And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Oh. Well, I need to keep hearing all these voices.
There's 6 of them, so you've gotten about 4 of them now. For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family. Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries, such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me anyway. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier proved something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities: atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste. And that's why you switched identities? Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
I don't know, I'm having a weird deja vu. Maybe this is what I got spoiled for me or something, because maybe I've seen that before.
Could be.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler
Oh, no.
for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring.
That's where my April May voice comes from, is this.
Ah, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
So I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else. Huh? This wasn't supposed to... Why, me?
So you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think? How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister? How does that not even bother you? What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know, so we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I could remember, like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair, so when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it? That's not true at all. Look, it's Jenny. We were twins. How could I not be sad?
Why does she have mushrooms?
Because it's a Japanese thing that someone's filled with despair to put mushrooms on their head. I don't know. A weird thing. That's why it gets me so excited.
Huh?
Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too, in that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish, abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect, because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood. Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet. Man, you guys are so slow.
Is this supposed to be Monokuma or her
No,
doing Monokuma?
this is her doing the Monokuma voice.
Gotcha. So she
So
just
it's
has a
still her.
Monokuma.
Yes.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away.
Well, then I'm glad that I did Monokuma, so there's a difference.
Yes. So in the end, it was a good choice, yeah. To be fair, if I had done Monokuma, I would have differentiated the voice I did when she did him and
of
when
course.
he was
Yeah,
like,
but it's much clearer of a
No,
difference.
it definitely is. Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer, so how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories, then you can start gloating. Damn straight, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then we'll have our victory. I can't wait.
Alright, then let's get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams!
No fair, at least give us a hint.
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall? Thinking back to what Monokuma's told us, the memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to.
Yeah, it was this.
Yep.
Got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Can you see
I like
what
how she's JoJo posing.
I know, right? Can you see how she's so popular? I love her. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it? A theme? Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder. Monokuma gave us those DVDs. On my DVD was footage of my family. On Sayaka's was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So for the first murder, the motive we were given was love
Human
triangles.
Connection. International relations.
I got it! The driving force behind the murders you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Dang, dang, dang. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys?
Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay, time for the next question. So, what was the theme for the second motive?
I hope I'm not disappointing everyone out there. I hope that you're all very glad, and I hope you're all going, I'm so glad this happened, and I'm so glad it's here, and yay. I really hope I'm not disappointing anyone. For the second murder, the motive's theme was, that's when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. At the same time, I'm trying to do 3 other voices in addition to doing her.
I was gonna say, this must be rough.
I have 9 voices I'm cycling through right now. Mine mentioned how he used to wet the bed. So the theme that time was...
The meaning of life.
The meaning of life.
The past.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay, Makoto got it right again. That time the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets. And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
The theme for the third murder was, the reason Celeste turned to murder was, she wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. So at that time, the motive for the murder was...
A new outlook.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah! You got it again!
This is my favorite voice person too. It destroys me, but I love it.
Of course, yeah.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Afumi and Taka for a little personal gain!
Well, plus I figured I could do it so well. Like, I tried to do it when I first heard it. I'm like, oh shit, I can do like a 1-to-1 of this voice. I was very happy.
Her greenlit all kinds of death and destruction!
Then again, my voice and Aaron Fitzgerald's are very similar.
That's fair. That's something I noticed, is you have similar vocal, like, patterns, maybe, is what I'm looking for.
Tones, patterns.
Tones, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think of the word.
Yeah. What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks, just one more to go! Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death was, what was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So the theme of the motive in the first case was...
Blackmail.
black.
Secret. I mean, betray. This is actually kind of a tough one, because it could be betrayal or secret.
I think it's supposed to be betrayal.
But I think it's betrayal, yeah.
I got it!
Okay.
In her case, it was betrayal. Precisely. You see, at least she doesn't switch too quickly. The second game, she switches like really quickly between the line, like almost every other line sometimes. So that's gonna be fun. Once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterward. Sorry, I had to show off. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
Then what's the point? What's the meaning is there in asking those questions
What's the meaning
now?
is there?
What's the meaning is there?
What's the meaning is
Junko,
there?
I'm sorry, I'm having a stroke. Does anyone else smell burnt toast? Is it just me?
I think that's just you, Byakuya.
What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationship, secrets, money, betrayal. These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal, totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line, such as hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of
Very
yours?
long.
Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories. All I gotta say, where did she get the glass and the clipboard?
I don't. Where'd you get the crown?
I don't-
Where'd you get the mushrooms?
I don't fucking know. How so? You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope.
I just like to think that because she's like a fashionista, she has like a wardrobe change. She just does one of those quick wardrobe changes. and-
She just like turns around, like a bird flies in front of her every time.
No, I just like her like doing a quick spin and then it's something different.
Oh yeah, I read that one.
Yeah.
Of course, that hope merely exists to be consumed by despair.
Is this just the shot, or is she not wearing a bra?
She is wearing a bra.
Okay, because normally it's very prominent.
Oh, you're saying with this particular costume?
This particular
no,
costume.
she is. You can see the lace at the very edge because her tie right over it.
Oh,
can see
you
the lace
can,
of
I
it.
guess, yeah.
This shot just emphasizes her boobs a lot, for whatever reason.
Well,
I
it's
guess
the sexy secretary, I
yeah,
guess, is the whole.
I guess.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this— oh, that's the wrong voice. If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place!
So look at the very, very prominent, like, lace versus
Yes.
the other one. That's why I was like, oh, that's odd.
That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right? What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave? Huh. Interesting.
Could it be you've forgotten about something?
No.
The most tragic, the most horrible,
No,
the
I
most
know.
awful event in human history?
That's, well, remember I was talking about my theory earlier? It's sort of,
What was your theory?
we haven't, nothing's been decided yet.
Aww.
I don't want to say it before because then if I'm right on the money, then it's everyone at home is just like, oh, well, thanks, Dragon,
That's fair.
for describing it out in full detail.
That's fair.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie, like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world? You mean the world beyond the school walls? So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You want to see what's out there? I want to see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold the world beyond the school walls. This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
So I think the implication with this is that oh, that's happening.
This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting something similar, but not this Monokuma.
This is talking about everything is Monokuma.
Yeah.
Quadruple ellipses. What the? So,
So, I think what the implication is, because her voice she uses as Monokuma when she's put the plushie in her face is very different from Monokuma's regular voice. I think what the implication is that she had a voice changer when she was Monokuma.
Obviously.
And then this is her trying to do an impression of the voice changer. Dangerous.
Oh, I figured that's
Yeah.
what it was.
Uh-huh. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
Because Monokuma is clearly male.
Right.
So I assumed it was some voice or some like machine voice that she spoke into and it just set it all back out or something. What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense. What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
Sorry, I had to take a drink.
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it. What about it should we recognize? The whole thing is insane.
The world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
See, I don't know. So now I'm in a weird spot because if she's clearly trying to prevent them from winning, why is she helping them so much? Unless she's no longer.
Because it's an exposition dump. But you'll see.
I know, but I'm saying there has to be an in-game reason for it. I'm assuming.
You'll see.
Also, that's a sprite that I've seen before. That's
that one.
It's one of the spoilers. Again, because remember I said I saw a lot of these a long time ago, and then sort of once. So we've been trying to sort of keep this on the down low, but basically James and with your help,
Not with my help that much.
come on.
It wasn't that much.
James put a lot of emphasis on Junko in our private chats, and I mean, not private, I guess, in our Core 4 chats.
Yeah.
And then Hedge.
I didn't help the situation
Hedge
by
didn't
trying to
help
hint
by
at him.
going, James, like, stop! Like,
I didn't say James stop. I said, why is Junko important, James?
Well, yeah, but you were, like, if you just let it linger, it wouldn't have been an issue, because it would have just been like, oh, Junko's a character, I don't know why James is bringing her up. I mean, I probably would have pieced it together.
I figured you would have pieced it together, so I was trying to hint him to stop, because you're
you
smart.
saying, well, why would Junko be so... That's literally saying, hey, she's important, why are you telling him that?
No, I know, but still at the same time, it's the only thing I could do to get James to shut the fuck up!
Well, I would have just privately messaged him and said, James,
No,
don't
I know,
spoil it.
I know.
But you instead were like, well, why
Oh
is
my
Junko
gosh,
so...
okay.
No,
But
anyway, that's
it
not
was
the point.
mostly James.
That's not the point. The point is that that's what really sold it for me, but I had a lot of friends who knew Danganronpa and played it and blah blah blah. So I saw a lot of stuff just in passing, and so I saw a lot of Junko. And so when she died immediately, I thought it was suspicious because none of the stuff that I've seen happened yet. So I kind of figured that she was the one, and then James and Hedge sort of tag teamed a nice little finalization stamp of she is. But that's sort of where this sort of sits. So now I'm sort of fully up to date, and now I'm just sort of figuring out everything else out as I go. Because that was the one big thing that I knew ahead of time.
Yep. That was the only spoiler he really had about this game. To be fair, I think basically anyone after about 2016 who went into this game knew who the mastermind was before they played it.
That's fair.
Just because the spoilers are everywhere. It's impossible to... Like, I literally ended up spoiling it for myself just by looking at fan art on Pinterest.
That's not even what it was for me. The first bit that I saw was literally I was watching a tutorial on how to do a certain visual effect in my software, and they used a photo of Junko doing something or whatever that I'm assuming will pop up at some point.
I probably know the one, but we'll see if I'm right.
But that I saw, and I was like, oh, okay. And so when I didn't even know who it was, honestly, really. I was like, oh, isn't it that Danganronpa person? It looks like the art style. And then once I started getting into Danganronpa, I quickly was like, yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah, I know, we made this mistake last time where I went.
Yes.
Alright, cool, let's...
Come on, bitches, remember or die!
Remember what? Fuck.
What the fuck happened outside?
Oh, hold on.
You want us to remember whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us,
Hey, fuck you.
I don't understand a damn thing. What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Stop! I'm hitting
If
it!
nobody can remember anything, you did not hit that one.
I didn't hit
I
that.
can't. This is the end for all of us. What other choice do we
So,
have?
what? Hold on. So I don't remember what we're supposed to be remembering, so I'm trying to. I can't
I'm supposed to remember
remember.
what happened to the world. I mean, how can she show me something so completely incomprehensible and then just say remember? Every single one of us has lost our memory. It really is hopeless after all.
This is the group photo.
No, wait, there's a chance that she hasn't forgotten.
Oh, wait, no, I got it.
Yep.
It's not that.
No. It'll be under Toko. Toko will say
Yeah.
something like,
Come on! I'm literally hitting the pink and it's just giving me. Okay, that one was me. I'm not even gonna go for the.
yep, that's it.
Oh, come on! Come on! Come on!
Stop being so bad.
That's BS. That totally hit it.
Stop being so bad.
Come on, bitches, what you want?
Yeah, I'll go over here. Better?
Yes.
No, that's wrong.
Slightly different spot?
Actually, she might remember. Who might remember?
The other Toko, Genocide Jack.
What? The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right? I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality is forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
Yeah, I like
No,
that better.
absolutely not. I do too. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
That's the boy. That's the goal. Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Achoo! I love how he just
Immediate,
says, yeah,
yeah.
immediate.
They can hear me, right? I don't have to lean forward or anything.
They
I
should
can
be
just
able
sort
to
of
do
chill.
that. Yeah, just chill.
Da 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 da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer. Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet ya.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Monokuma
The
takeover.
Monokuma epidemic.
I want a Monokuma mask.
I know you do.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does.
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Of course I do.
Then why did you say something earlier?
do. I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know.
You're really not, but okay.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy.
Oh no! You've seriously forgotten? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss!
Just answer the question. What happened out there? Just answer the question.
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history! What?
Why is this phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event!
What is?
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed.
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling! Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world's turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on, there wasn't a single concrete description in there.
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations. To die. This is the true tragedy.
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
Okay, well that basically sums up a lot.
Yeah.
So my theory was pretty correct.
What was your theory?
So, my theory was, obviously I didn't get Monokuma's takeover,
Right.
but I figured there was some form of apocalypse, and that's why they're all here.
Fair enough.
Because when they showed Makoto's house, the implication was that it was like ransacked, but to me it didn't seem ransacked, it looked like Fallout.
That's fair.
So I was like, oh, what if that's the case? So I was pretty correct. Again, I didn't get the Monokuma shit. But I figured it was an apocalypse, that's why they're all here. I didn't really get that they agreed to be here, but my guess was that they had all come here knowingly, and then there was the apocalypse outside, and then they lost their memories when Monokuma did something.
Fair enough.
So I was pretty correct, except my theory was pretty vague because I didn't know the details. So I'm a little off because obviously I didn't know everything, but
You don't quite know everything yet either.
I don't either, but that was my theory.
Fair enough.
So it was pretty... That's why the thing in the locker when he was already there doing school, that's why it made so much sense to me. Because I was like, oh, that kind of proves it, but also maybe doesn't. Because if he was doing regular schoolwork, maybe there was no apocalypse, and they were just here beforehand. Like the other half is true. But I guess I followed it with it. Again, it was literally entirely just Makoto's family house. That was my key on that. Because again, I don't know. It seemed to me like it wasn't like we kidnapped your parents. It was the house is like destroyed. So,
How can the world just end? It's the world. Zawardo.
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal.
oh come on! Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What did you just say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Oh.
Hey! So what do you think happened to the Mogami family?
The Tagami family fell.
It can't be that one.
No, give me that one.
It's gotta be this one.
Yeah. Correct. Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet. I just got so fucking bored waiting I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles. So no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives, the Togami name, has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes.
See, now she's going really fast between them all. It's very difficult.
Stop! And said with what such authority? A peasant would dare challenge us, the avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant! You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny!
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a whole year ago! But hold on, that doesn't make any sense. Huh? I don't make sense? There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to the school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then? Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Yeah, obviously you didn't come here a year ago. That was before the memory wipe. You fool.
Obviously, you did come here.
I mean, you didn't come here a week ago.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
yeah.
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Oh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? 2 years ago? What is that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God.
So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us! Answer with all your heart and soul!
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. If what... There's so many voices and yawning. If what Junko says is true, if we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so, the memories she took from us.
The entire past.
Our life at Hope's Peak is, I'm assuming, before the memory wipe?
Yeah.
Or is it the tragedy? Because they don't remember the tragedy either.
They don't remember the tragedy, but I think what she's trying to get at is our life at Hope's Peak.
Yeah.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not scientifically possible!
I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it. But that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it.
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh, shit. I guess we're going through it once to see what we can do.
I think it's probably the locker notebook because you're probably trying to tell
Yeah.
Hiro.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that. We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no, that's impossible. I mean, I haven't got any awesome school events or anything. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class. No, that's wrong. Hiro, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why is my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the second floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want, but I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
What's up? Is something wrong?
It's kind of similar. No, even more than that. What the? This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt.